Alright YouTube, and welcome to another Borderlands 3 news and information video. In today's video I want to quickly discuss something really interesting from the brand new Borderlands 3 Celebration of Togetherness trailer, but more specifically the moment towards the end of the trailer where in the background for a few seconds you can actually see a cliff face with 4 Handsome Jack faces carved into it. This is of course directly referencing Mount Rushmore in true Borderlands fashion. The community have dubbed this particular mountain as Mount Jackmore, but there is actually a little bit more than meets the eye with the story behind this seemingly small background detail from the new trailer. The information I'm about to share is completely new to me, and it may not be new information for some of you guys out there, and that's absolutely fine. I just wanted to share this with you all because it could quite possibly open up a lot of potential for storyline and quests that we may see in Borderlands 3. And I also just found it pretty interesting information that I wasn't actually aware of, and that's the reason I wanted to make this video. The Mount Jackmore that we see in the So Happy Together trailer for Borderlands 3 is actually a direct reference to a cut Claptrap quest from Borderlands 2. Only the audio files for the quest seem to remain in the game, and by doing a little bit of research and Google searching around, I was able to dig up these particular audio files, so I will let them play for you guys right now and you can get an idea of what exactly the cut quest was all about.
Have you seen that mountain Jack is chiseling his likeness into? Talk about an eyesore! Were I a younger robot, I'd head up to that mountain and blast Jack's face right out of it. But I'm not, so you'll have to. You're at the mountain. Find some explosives. You're gonna need some oomph to turn that chiseled jaw into rubble. The personnel should have some explosives on them. If you ask politely, I'm sure they'll give them to you. And that also works. Place the charges at the specific spots I've marked on your Echo device. We're going to need pinpoint accuracy to bring this sucker down. Get back and blow the charges, minion. You may be wondering why I had you put those charges in those specific spots. That's why, baby! Woohoo! Oh, that is beautiful. I'd cry if I had tear ducts. Come on back, buddy!
So essentially Claptrap wants us to go and sabotage Mount Jackmore with explosives. Now I'm not entirely sure why this didn't make it into the finished Borderlands 2 game, but it looks like we could be getting this quest, or at the very least something similar, in Borderlands 3 instead. That is of course if that's the route that Gearbox are going to go down with this, since they've now decided to randomly reference Mount Jackmore in the new trailer, many years after the content was presumably cut from Borderlands 2. Now I'm not saying that we'll see a lot of Handsome Jack related content in Borderlands 3, but in my personal opinion I think it's really good attention to detail that they're still acknowledging Jack within this game. In a lot of the trailers and footage we've seen for Borderlands 3, we've seen Handsome Jack and Hyperion propaganda just laying around on Pandora, and it's cool that Gearbox are still addressing the impact of Handsome Jack on the Borderlands universe, despite the fact that he is now dead and gone. Now interestingly, not only was Mount Jackmore a cut quest from Borderlands 2, but it was also actually a limited time only spin-off web browser game by the same name, which was used to promote the launch of Borderlands 2, and I wasn't aware of this at all. Jack basically had a bunch of loader bots carve his face into a rock, and you were given 100 bullets to destroy the rock and chip away Jack's face. The minigame looks pretty terrible to be honest, and there's actually a bunch of trailers for it on YouTube. I'll have some footage on screen right now and a link down below if you're curious. But honestly, this minigame sounded like a really good thing to put some time into, because you could potentially win actual real life loot such as vault symbol pin badges, apparel such as t-shirts, official Borderlands figurines, and even copies of Borderlands 2 at the time of release. Now of course, as you can tell by the footage on screen of this incarnation of Mount Jackmore from the web game, you can probably tell that this looks absolutely nothing like the Mount Jackmore we saw in the So Happy Together trailer for Borderlands 3. And I'm willing to bet that because the Mount Jackmore spin-off web browser game was exactly that, a spin-off, it's likely not canon. And what probably was canon, or at least would have been canon, is the cut quest from Borderlands 2, which is now looking like it's going to be referenced in Borderlands 3, according to this trailer. The reason I wanted to discuss this was because the idea of cut content from Borderlands 2 making its way into Borderlands 3 in some way, shape or form is an interesting thing for Gearbox to do. If we do end up getting to see and potentially destroy Mount Jackmore when the game launches in September, then who knows what other cut content from Borderlands 2 could end up being referenced throughout the Borderlands 3 campaign. One thing's for sure is that I will now go away from this video right now and start looking into other cut content from Borderlands 2 to see if anything interesting pops up that may be worth making a video about. But for now, I think that pretty much covers everything I wanted to discuss about Mount Jackmore from the brand new Borderlands 3 Celebration of Togetherness trailer, which you can find linked down below in the description. Thank you guys so much as always for watching and supporting the channel. Please be sure to drop me a like or even a comment down below if you like this piece of information and if it sparks your interest. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this and whether or not you think that Mount Jackmore will be important in any way to the Borderlands 3 story or side quests. Consider dropping a subscription if you're new to the channel and enjoy seeing all kinds of Borderlands content such as theories, gameplays and guides. And as always guys, I will see you in the next video.